What's going on YouTube world? Austin Zaback here with another YouTube video, and in this video I have a special guest here with me, the man, the myth, the legend, the Austin Lewis, and we're going to chop it up today about the truth about Instagram influencers, okay? It is going to be a phenomenal video. Definitely make sure you stay till the very end of the video. There's going to be a lot of content that we just kind of cover today and kind of go back and forth on that you're probably not hearing anywhere else, okay? So if you're here right now, go ahead and smash that like button if you have not already. Please, that will help our channel go viral and this video get pushed to a bunch of people that need to see this video, because we're going to literally unravel the secrets on Instagram influencers. Now, obviously, if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button, and his link to his YouTube channel will be in the description down below, so make sure you go check that out also. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. So we're going to talk for just a minute on Instagram influencers, right? Now, obviously, for everybody watching, I think there's a pretty big difference between an Instagram influencer and a Class A celebrity. Yeah. Can you touch on that difference?
Yeah, 100%. Well, first of all, thanks to the man, the actual legend. Okay, I'm just the man, the myth, the actual legend, Mr. Austin Zaback. Phenomenal friend of mine. Lucky to call him my brother. So if you, again, like he said, if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button, smash that like button. Make sure and go do that now so we can push his channel. He's at 10,000. He should really be at 100,000 subscribers. So let's see some support here, YouTube community. But yeah, I mean, Austin, the difference between a Class A celebrity and an influencer, right? I truly believe that an influencer could be somebody that, like us, for example. A Class A celebrity is like your Kim K's, your Jay-Z's, or your Scott Disick's, or just,
So the Class A celebrities they were already a celebrity.
Already a celebrity off of a platform of social media.
Got it.
Right?
But prior to the platform that...
Exactly.
Got it.
100%. And then your actual influencers are people like, you might be an influencer that is watching this, right? And it's building up a, obviously here on YouTube it's a subscriber base. A following is ultimately what it is, a fan base, right? Logan Paul was not a Class A celebrity, but Logan Paul, because of Vine, took the people that he got and followers, the millions of people that followed him on Vine, took it over to YouTube. YouTube then translated over into Instagram.
And then he went and did Netflix and did TV shows and media, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Because
exactly. So, being an influencer could ultimately lead into being a Class A celebrity as well.
Right.
But, the difference is a Class A celebrity like Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber doesn't have to have an Instagram, but he could start an Instagram today, a new Instagram, and he would blow up to 1 million followers like that.
Because he was big before,
exactly.
Right? So movie stars and, TV hosts probably. I mean, like anybody, maybe musicians, obviously rappers, stuff like that. I mean, some of the newer rappers, like 50-50, if social media wasn't a thing, that they would have blown up. But for sure, like Justin, right? So basically then anybody that has a legitimate talent outside of social media. Yeah. So like Justin Bieber could sing pre-social media, right? Like he knew how to sing. So he became big. What was that first song? Baby? Yeah. Baby. Well, I'll play that right.
Something like that.
You know what I mean? But yeah, no, 100%. So I love that. And I think a lot of people get that confused right now. What's really interesting though is what about the influencers that are really, really big, but there's a fine line. Like, are those Class A celebrities? I'm talking Gary Vaynerchuk, Grant Cardone, Ed Milet, Andy Frisella. Would they be that big if it wasn't for, let's just say Instagram? Obviously, we're talking about Instagram.
Yeah, I think honestly, that's a conversation that you and I have had multiple times, even just outside of the set. But I think that is a really cool thing to look at. Yep. Somebody utilizing the platform. YouTube is free.
Yep.
Instagram is free. Facebook is free. Twitter is free. So people that don't utilize the platform, like these individuals that you were talking about, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, they wouldn't be where they're at if it wasn't for social media.
100%.
So being an influencer is crucial, regardless of the excuses that one might have, like I don't have a product or service to sell, or I don't have the budget, or whatever it is. Like being an influencer eventually could lead into you being an actual Class A celebrity.
100%.
Because now Grant Cardone is a Class A celebrity.
100%.
But he's solely a Class A celebrity that lives in Miami that nobody would know unless it was based off of social media.
100%.
If he had not become an influencer, nobody would know who
But
he
he's
is.
connecting with Class A celebrities now too.
100%.
I mean, look at the 10x
based off
growth
of being a massive influencer.
100%, right? 10x growth economy. Who do you have?
Like
Diddy,
Snoop Dogg,
was like probably not Jay-Z, but there was a bunch of big names there at the 10X Growth Con. There's another one in February, I think, of 2020, right? Yeah. So because of Instagram, now Instagram really, I want to say, was the first platform he blew up on.
Yeah.
You know, then it was obviously YouTube and stuff, which again, you know, that's probably a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
But primarily on Instagram, you know, now that's interesting though. So, you know, what then, I guess, for the viewers, right? You know, so then, okay, I guess if you take a step back, then it's like, okay, if we have these people that have now become the quote unquote class A or maybe class B celebrities, then in theory, anybody in the world with a dream and a vision to become that, you know, avatar of a person, right? You know, they could obviously speak the language of the people that, you know, would potentially follow, could become that type of person then, in theory, right? Like you don't have to be a singer or anything like that. I mean, Grant Cardone can't sing, right? So I mean, then what does that look and feel like? So I think so many people are confused, and they think that, you know, Alexis Ren or Summer Rae or, you know, a lot of the, you know, like maybe even like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, like Jay Alvarez, right? You know, what is it like? They didn't get millions of followers by posting good hashtags.
No.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Right, let's just be real, right? Like, the people that are watching this deserve to know the truth about the influencer game.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, at what point is it like, okay, you know, yeah, the platforms are free, right? And everything's free and posting good content's amazing. But at what point can you pour some fuel onto that fire?
Yeah, 100%. And I think just looking at those celebrities, right? Or looking at, you know, let's use him and I, for example, right? Or let's use Andy Frisella, or let's use Grant Cardone, or Gary Vee, or let's use Jay Alvarez, or let's do Dan Bilzerian.
Yeah, Dan Bilzerian, yeah.
Like, look at different strokes for different folks.
Yep.
Obviously,
yep.
right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I don't know if we can say that, but
yeah, we can say that 100%.
And look at how these individuals have, Alexis Ren, look at how all these individuals have gotten large.
Yep. They've
gotten large by, narrowing down their niche, right? And posting about that niche and continuously doing that niche and doing some collabs and different things like that. Like, people are gonna follow people. If you just solely had an entrepreneur page like your and I's and we just focus on ATMs, we'd have millions of people that ended up following us if we did it the right way,
100%.
right? Because again, there's probably millions of people that want to get into the ATM business.
Yeah.
If there's travel, people are gonna follow this person for travel and different things like that. So I truly believe you don't gotta be great to start, you just gotta start to be great.
I love that.
But one thing that people don't really realize is pouring fuel onto the fire, like you said.
Right.
You know, I remember, especially you and I both, we started building our brand little over 3.5-4 years ago. We didn't have a product. We didn't have a service.
Nothing.
We had nothing other than our outside entrepreneurial ventures that we were working on in business, but we started pouring fuel into the fire because one of our good mentors I've always said, Austin's like, hey, would you guys mind if you guys had 100 billboards?
Yep.
And we're like, no, of course not. 100 billboards is 100 billboards.
Yeah, no
right?
product,
And
no
now,
service.
obviously, I wouldn't want billboards, but you can't go wrong with 100 billboards.
You can't go wrong, right?
And he said, would you get mad if you had 1,000 billboards? And the answer is absolutely no. More the merrier. And people are like, well, why would you want 1,000 billboards rather than just 100? It's like, because you see more people.
Yeah.
More people see you. So, understanding and actually investing, that's honestly probably one of my biggest tools or things to people is you and I invested, me specifically as well, invested into my social brand, into my social presence, which is part of the reasons why we're partners and why we've done the most amazing things and built the most amazing things is because of our social presence.
100%, right?
It's because of our brand.
And we're not even that big in the grand scheme of things.
No,
I mean,
we're tiny.
Depending on when people are watching this video, we're going to get way, way, way bigger, right? Yeah. Stay tuned for 2020 and stay to the end of the video because we're going to keep dropping bombs right here, okay? So then basically what you're saying is that anybody can get big, right? Obviously, you've got to have the wherewithal. You've got to know what you're doing a little bit. I mean, and again, fire, ready, aim, obviously, right? Yeah. Fire the gun and figure out where the target later, right? So, a lot of people are trying to get it in their scope, perfectly before they pull the trigger, and that doesn't always work either.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I like that a lot. So then anybody can get big, anybody can go viral. Then how do they do that, right? Obviously, you and I know that we're constantly doing what they call celebrity giveaways.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we get on the phone with people and we're like, hey, we're gonna, we evaluate their brand, we evaluate their goals, we evaluate their budget, we evaluate, what it is that they're trying to do, and then we recommend, many times getting in a celebrity giveaway, getting involved, right? And the first thing people always ask is, what is that? And a lot of the times we start explaining it to them, and they're like, well, I don't have anything to give away. They get the whole thing backwards, right? They think they're the ones doing the giveaway. So just briefly, I guess, maybe let the viewer know what is a freaking celebrity giveaway.
So it's kind of actually funny to look at like the different techniques, I would say, over the last couple of years. Obviously, for those of you that have followed, Austin and I's story, we've owned a marketing company for a little over 3 years now, a legacy marketing, right? We've built tremendous things, thousands of different affiliates, monthly subscriptions built up to, almost 2,000 at one point of monthly subscriptions, and servicing thousands of customers, and hiring employees, and going from small offices to big offices to obviously where we're at now.
Insanity, by the way.
And utilizing that marketing company to jump into other ventures too, right? But not so much just about the marketing company, but just the growth aspect of things, right? Like so many people right now, if they understood celebrity-based giveaways, they would do nothing but celebrity-based giveaways.
It would be insane. Yeah, it would be totally insane.
And truthfully speaking, I'm talking even just about myself. Like if we knew what we know now 3 years ago.
Oh, dude, I would have gone way bigger, way sooner.
Way bigger, way sooner. I would have invested we'd be at a couple million followers.
For sure.
Right?
And that would have just equated to more subscribers, everything, right? And we can go on that for days.
100%. Right? And people are like, okay, well, yeah, why would I gain? A lot of people are like, awesome, why would a business or even a specific person, why do I need to gain a following?
Right, it's genuinely the dumbest question. By asking that question, you shouldn't gain a following. Right, like when people talk about that, I'm like, it's all good, bro. You know what I mean? Because they don't understand.
No.
Right?
No, it blows my mind. And people that have a business or have a little boutique or are selling something or gonna sell something or they're gonna push something. Right. I mean, if you have more Instagram followers, chances are you could have more subscribers 100%. On YouTube. Because you can channel somebody from, like Logan Paul did. Look what he did at Vine. Transferred them over to YouTube. YouTube then went to Instagram.
You're always going to monetize that some way, right?
100%.
It doesn't have to happen day one. So if you're a real estate agent, by 100,000 people watching your content every day, right? Eventually, somebody's going to buy a house, or somebody following you is going to know somebody that needs to buy a house, or somebody following you is going to know somebody that needs to sell. Something's going to come out of that, right?
100%. And look at Ryan Serhant. Off of YouTube, he sold an $11 million house.
Which he wouldn't have sold, by the way,
if it wasn't for YouTube.
If it wasn't for YouTube. I mean, go watch that video.
Look at you. I remember last year at this specific time, you closed and made a $21,000 check because of Instagram. 100%. Because some dude had a mom that wanted to sell. He's like a 15-year-old kid.
Well, we just closed on a house this morning that we sold because of Instagram. Through the grapevine. I'd have to walk you through the process of how that whole thing looked and felt like.
But if it wasn't for Instagram, you wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have met the guy that gave me the referral to the people that ended up, and it ended up being kind of a long process, but at the end of the day, it would have never happened.
100%.
Right? I mean, we wouldn't be in this room if it wasn't for social media.
100%.
I mean, just plain and simple,
and nobody
right?
here would be watching this if it wasn't for social media.
If it wasn't for social media. So then at what point is it like every single person should be doing a freaking giveaway?
I mean, so Stephen explained what a giveaway is.
What is a giveaway?
A celebrity-based giveaway. It's really, I like to call it a loophole giveaway.
Okay.
So what that is traditionally, saying is we're going to take your following, let's just say you're the Class A celebrity or you're just a massive influencer.
Massive influencer.
You have 2 million subs on YouTube and you have 1.8 million followers on Instagram because a lot of your subscribers go to your Instagram too, right? It's hard to get it vice versa, but
sure.
Subscribers are sexy when it comes to Instagram, and so now you post a photo on your personal Instagram on saying, hey, go to this business page, follow the people that we're following, which is going to be anywhere from 15 to 30 people.
So 15 to 30 people can be a part of the giveaway.
Got it. Exactly.
Okay.
And that's the set spots. So it's kind of funny when we get on the phone, we're like, hey bro, we only have 2 spots left. Like we actually only have 2 spots left.
100%,
because you can't fill a giveaway with too many people.
Because the Instagram algorithm, you can't follow everybody.
You can't follow everybody. Right. So Mark should probably figure that out.
But, come on, Mark.
Come on, man. You the Zucks. And so then all those people to enter the giveaway, they got to go follow the people that are inside that.
So it's like a big shout out. Kind of.
Exactly.
Kind of.
It's a massive shout out. AKA a loophole to get that person's following, to get Austin Zaback's following over to this channel page and to follow the people that obviously that business page is following, which could potentially be you or it could potentially be us.
100%, right? And it could be anybody's follow. I mean, anybody that we're doing the sponsorship with or the giveaway with, they're following, right? You're essentially, just getting their followers to go to your page.
That's all it is.
Through the giveaway. The giveaway just is the reason.
Is the reason.
Why are you going to do this?
Yep.
Well, because you're going to potentially get entered to win the giveaway.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
There's an incentive.
There's an incentive.
Especially when it comes to, a lot of our celebrities do cash giveaways.
100%.
Right? A lot of
Yep.
the legacy puts on giveaways where we do cash giveaways.
And we do giveaways with big celebrities. I mean, I don't want to say any names here, depending on how many views obviously this video gets, but I'm talking like, go on Instagram or Social Blade, look up the top 100 influencers on Instagram.
Yeah, work with a lot of them.
And we work with, half of them.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
So,
that's literally how it works. So now your account is being followed by this business page, which is then, thousands and thousands, if not millions of people are told to go to this business page and follow people that they're following.
Right.
Your account's in there, you're going to get thousands upon thousands of followers.
100%.
Right? And again, the larger the celebrity or the influencer, the larger the following that you're going to get from that giveaway, because obviously more people view.
More people.
And so that's literally, it's the loophole giveaway. It's a very simple, you don't do anything, you don't have to post anything, you don't have to have the giveaway, but you have to pay to play.
So the number one question that I always get when I get on the phone is people are like, Austin, I get it, I understand it, but the celebrity is a TV personality, she has a makeup brand, and her followers aren't going to buy real estate. Her followers aren't going to sell insurance. Her followers aren't going to be interested in CBD products. Her followers, and man, do I hate that question. I have a love-hate relationship with that question, actually, because I love proving to people that they're wrong. Kind of, not in that like egotistical way, but I like showing people a different way to look at things, right? I like giving people a different perspective on things. So explain to me really quick how the social credibility concept of that next follower. It isn't always about the first follower. It's about follower number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny, and we just talked about this.
Yeah.
So I had a business lead come to my Instagram an hour ago.
Yep.
I looked at it in my requests. I didn't take him seriously. He had DM'd me 5 or 6 times. I literally told you about it.
Yep.
And you just said he went and spent, 40 to 50 grand somewhere else.
Bunch of money somewhere else.
Exactly.
Yep.
And again, you're like, but 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, when he had first DM'd you, he only had a couple hundred followers.
Right. So you didn't think about it a whole lot.
I didn't think about it a whole lot. Who's a guy with a couple hundred followers? How much credibility does he actually have? Right. Again, some people could be like, that's kind of wrong to look at it, but perception's reality.
Everybody's doing that, right?
Exactly.
And if you're watching this video right now, you don't think you're doing that, I would look at yourself in the mirror, and I would literally screen record you throughout the day, land on people's profiles, and swipe out of the ones where they don't have a ton of followers.
100%.
Right.
Yeah, and so it's tremendous, but at the same time, here's a good question for people, and this could be a good question for you just listening is, what is your number one way of business?
100%.
Or what is the number one way of business today? How do you get referrals? You ever go to a business and you have to check mark where you came from? There's 2 things that are the biggest things on that based off of statistics is 1, word of mouth.
All the time.
Word of mouth. That's why network marketing companies exist.
Word of mouth.
Right? Word of mouth.
Somebody said that. I was watching something the other day. Somebody's like, word of mouth is the biggest thing.
Word of mouth is the biggest
100%.
transformation of business. And majority of people don't get paid for it, right? But word of mouth and social media. Nowadays, it's not so much your billboards, it's not so much your TV commercials, it's not so much the ads and things like that. It's word of mouth.
Well, because of omnipresence, 100%. Right? And so, but omnipresence, it's not that the billboards don't work, it's that people aren't paying attention.
They're not paying attention.
Right?
I'm looking at the phone while I'm driving down the road.
So what are people paying attention to? You want to go where people are paying attention to, right?
Exactly.
That's on their cell phone. People are paying attention to their cell phone, right?
I'm viewing stories as
100%.
commercials, I'm not watching TV.
Exactly.
Right?
So the billboards work, the people don't. The people ain't looking at the billboard, right?
Exactly. And especially with these Teslas auto driving, I mean, you ain't gonna be looking at the roads, right?
No.
But it's like
you're gonna be doing some other things while you drive. With the Tesla, you know what I mean?
The Teslas, but it's just taking a look at and understanding that perception's reality. That person, that customer is, that you might have is going to be solely dependent on how much followers that you have.
100%.
Because how many followers you have is how much credibility you have. How much credibility you have is the difference between you that have 500 followers and me that have 200,000. When I go to a place, when we go to a restaurant, chances are there's somebody there that follows us on Instagram, and we get it all the time. If I just had 500 followers, like I did a couple of years ago, again, by the way, we once had 500 followers too, okay? You don't got to be great to start, you just got to start to be great.
100%.
And now we walk into a restaurant restaurant, there's a chance. Hey, bro, I follow you on Instagram. I get at the gym all the time too. Bro, I follow you on Instagram.
Yep.
It's like, holy cow, the power of branding, the power of that, of people knowing who you are and what you do and what even if you didn't sell anything, it's powerful.
100%.
Because of connections. Take that person off of Instagram and put them in your phone book and call them every week.
Yep. Give them a call.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That transforms your
network is your network.
100%. And I kind of elongated your question of what you asked, but it's not so much perception's reality.
Right. 100%.
Don't buy fake followers. I definitely would recommend that because Instagram's just going to sweep them out.
Yeah, that's like legitimately fake followers. This is stupid. You can't even really buy them. Like people, I don't even know that any of those websites even work anymore.
Still work anymore.
Yeah.
But it's a loophole giveaway. It's taking someone else's follower. Now the beautiful thing about celebrity-based giveaways, the celebrity-based giveaway, especially based off price, depends on what the sponsor is, right? Like
who the sponsor is.
We do big giveaways with people that are in the U.S. We do big giveaways with people that are in Latin America. We do big giveaways with people that are in Colombia, in Canada, in New Mexico, and different places like that. And so you're able to gain a following all over around the world.
All over the world. Right, and again, this is marketing 101, right?
100%.
How much are you paying for that audience? Mm-hmm. Is it a lower cost? Is it a higher cost? Exactly. Is it USA? Is it not USA?
Exactly.
Hey, sometimes the USA followers aren't even the best followers.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
100%.
I mean, like, we've got a lot of followers all over the world that are amazing followers. And I'd love to talk to the person. I've heard a couple of people out there lately talking about the whole, but they're referencing, I hope, the actual fake followers, because if they are referencing the giveaways in a negative way, they're completely wrong, right?
Yeah.
I've heard a couple of people talking about giveaways and driving all this traffic to your page and it not being valuable, and I've never, like, there couldn't be anything further than the truth. Mm-hmm. And those people are just not monetizing on it the right way, right? They don't understand.
Yeah.
So it's just about understanding it, right? When you understand something and you have a budget, you can make it happen, right? So if you understand, and then again, you can become the kind of person that you would need to be at 100,000, 200,000, 500,000 followers, right? So, post better content, right? Post IGTV videos, give value to your audience, become a servant leader, right? I don't think a lot of people are doing that, right? A lot of people are servant takers. I mean, like, in life you have givers and you have takers. Be a giver, right? Be a servant leader, and ultimately, I think anybody could gain millions of followers and be, like Gary Vaynerchuk, like Grant Cardone, like Ed Mylett, like Andy Frisella, but figure out your niche. What is your niche going to be? What are you going to help people with? What problem in the world are you going to solve? And even if you don't know right now, I mean, again, like you were talking about, right? You don't need to know what your product or service is going to be day one.
No.
You just got to get...
That's something business owners have that jacked up.
Right. Yep.
A lot of people.
Oh,
I mean, to start, I almost did too.
Right.
Before you continue with what you were saying, most people want to have the product or service before they have the people.
100%.
You gotta flip flop. Have the people.
Right.
Have the people want to buy what it is that you have to offer. Yep. You don't offer anything.
Well, I was talking to a billionaire the other day, and he goes, I'm not even kidding around. He goes, here's what I do. He goes, I will literally go and I will just evaluate people. Yeah. He's like, I'll go to a mall, I'll go in the airport. He's like, and I'll just go and I'll spend a whole week evaluating people, and I'll listen to them. Yeah. And I'll listen to what they complain about and what the problems are. And then he's like, I just go find a solution.
Yeah.
Billionaire, right? But he just studies people. He gets people to know, and then once he finds the problem, then he creates the solution.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, again, get people to know who you are. Yeah. Start interacting with them, start engaging with them, and then figure out the solution.
Yeah.
Figure out the product, figure out the service.
Truthfully.
Truthfully. Everybody's trying to do it the other way around, man.
Yeah.
They spend all this money, they go on Shark Tank, they do this, they do that, they do the other thing, and they go broke trying to find the product or the service, and they've never even acquired a customer.
And chances are your following will probably tell you what they want you to sell.
100%. Hey, what do you guys want? What do you guys need, right?
Yeah. I mean, we just made ATM hoodies.
Yeah, exactly.
We just made ATM hoodies.
Yep.
Based off of people asking us to make ATM hoodies.
Exactly. Yeah.
Otherwise, we don't. I mean, who does?
100%. Why would you do that out of the blue?
And now we have 50 to 60 people that are putting in orders for ATM hoodies.
And by the way, even if we break even on that, which we probably will, because it's the clothing business.
Yeah.
Those people are going to go brand our company.
Our company.
Exactly. Right. This is a total win-win. Okay, so. I think that's pretty much it on celebrity-based giveaways, right? Ultimately, if you're interested in a celebrity giveaway and you are still watching, obviously, till the end of the video, first of all, if you're still watching right now, you are a freaking loyal subscriber. So if you're not a subscriber, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Smash that like button. And obviously, if you're interested in a celebrity-based giveaway, you can reach out to either Austin or myself, okay? We both own the same company, Legacy Marketing. And we're doing the same giveaways. We're doing them, 1, 2, 3, 4 times a month. Yeah. And we'd be happy to talk to you a little bit more about it. Even if you're, you still have a couple of questions or, things that you did, this video obviously didn't quite cover, just shoot us a DM on Instagram. Drop in the comment section down below. Let us know what questions you have. We didn't make this video to make this video. We made this video to help you watching this right now. So guys, appreciate it. Appreciate you being on the freaking channel, man. And hey, we have a special announcement coming up in a couple of weeks.
That's right.
Definitely stay tuned. We're actually potentially in the room of where that special announcement is going to take place. So I'm actually looking behind the camera right now, and I wish you guys could see what we can see right now because you would be fired up for greatness. Okay, so without
further ado,
the man, the myth. We'll see you in the next video.
Make sure
Thanks for watching.
Go subscribe.